You know, I'm about to tell you something that might completely destroy the way you've been living your life. And the dangerous part is, you've been doing it to yourself all along. Now, before you get alarmed, let me explain what I mean. Every morning you wake up and you continue this extraordinary drama of being you. You put on your personality like you put on your clothes. You check yourself in the mirror, not just your physical appearance, but your mental self-image. Am I still me? Yes, there I am. And off you go into the world, defending this character, promoting this character, worrying about what other people think about this character. You spend enormous amounts of energy maintaining this image, don't you? Keeping up appearances, making sure everyone sees you the way you want to be seen. It's quite exhausting when you think about it. But here's the dangerous question. Who are you really? Not who you think you are, not who society tells you you are, not the name on your birth certificate or the role you play at work, but what are you actually, fundamentally, at the very core? And I'm telling you, the answer to this question is so explosive, so revolutionary, so utterly transformative, that if you really understood it, if you truly got it in your bones, your entire life would transform in an instant. You'd never be able to see yourself or the world the same way again. Everything would change, and yet nothing would change. It's quite paradoxical, really. You see, you've been hypnotized. From the moment you came squalling into this world, you were taught to hallucinate yourself as a separate ego, a little man or woman inside your head, locked up in a bag of skin, peering out through your eyes at a world that's foreign to you, alien to you, maybe even hostile to you. And you've spent your whole life, every single day since then, trying to make that separate self secure, happy, successful, loved, respected. It's been your entire project, hasn't it? Making sure this you survives and thrives in what seems like a dangerous universe. But I'm going to tell you something absolutely shocking, something that will seem almost impossible to believe at first, that separate self doesn't exist. It never did. It never could. You've been defending a phantom, chasing goals for a ghost, worrying about the future of something that isn't even real. The person you think you are is a construction, a social institution, like a corporation or money or the law, useful in certain contexts, necessary for functioning in society, but not fundamentally real, not something that exists independently out there in nature. Now, this is dangerous because your entire life has been built around this illusion. Your career, your relationships, your hopes, your fears, your ambitions, your regrets, all of it predicated on the assumption that you are this separate entity that needs to survive, to succeed, to get ahead, to be better than you are now. And I'm pulling the rug out from under all of that. I'm saying that everything you've been taught about who and what you are is fundamentally mistaken. Can you see why this is dangerous? Let me put it another way, a way that might make more sense. When you look at your hand, you see 5 fingers, don't you? Separate fingers, distinct from each other. But the truth is, you don't really have 5 separate fingers. You have one hand. The fingers are inseparable from the hand, just as the hand is inseparable from the arm, and the arm from the body, and the body from the environment that sustains it. Where do you actually end and the rest of the universe begin? Can you find that boundary? Can you put your finger on it, so to speak? Really examine this question seriously for a moment. You breathe in the atmosphere every few seconds. Without it, you'd be dead in minutes. You eat the earth in the form of food. The vegetables, the fruits, the grains, they're all transformed earth and sunlight. You drink the rain. The water that flows through your body right now has been through countless other bodies, through clouds, through oceans, through ancient rivers. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, they come from stars that exploded billions of years ago. You are not in the universe like a stranger in a strange land. You are the universe. You are what the whole cosmos is doing right here and now. at this particular point in space and time. Just as a wave is what the ocean is doing. You don't look at a wave and say that wave is separate from the ocean. It's an independent entity making its own way through the world. That would be ridiculous. The wave is simply the ocean waving. And in exactly the same way, you are the universe peopling. You are the cosmos becoming conscious of itself. But we've forgotten this fundamental truth. We've been educated out of this understanding. We've been taught to think of ourselves as isolated egos, as separate fragments in a fragmented world. And this forgetting is the source of all our problems. And this forgetting, this amnesia about our true nature, causes all our suffering. All of it. Because once you think you're separate, once you believe you're an isolated ego trapped in a bag of skin, you're in terrible trouble. You're vulnerable in a way you weren't before. You can die, you can fail, you can be rejected, humiliated, destroyed, annihilated, and so you spend your entire life, from morning till night, trying to make this fictional self safe, trying to build walls around it, trying to prop it up with achievements and possessions and other people's approval and love and respect. It's absolutely exhausting, and it never works, does it? But here's what's truly dangerous about all this. The harder you try to make yourself secure, the more insecure you become. It's a vicious circle, a terrible paradox. It's like trying to balance on one foot while standing on a boat in rough waters. The more effort you put into staying balanced, the more you wobble and the more likely you are to fall. The more desperately you grasp at happiness, the more it slips through your fingers like water. The more you try to control your life, to manage every variable, to plan for every contingency, the more out of control you feel. You've been doing this to yourself your entire life, and you didn't even know it. Nobody told you. Now let me tell you about time, because this is where it gets really dangerous, really radical. You think you're living in time, don't you? You've got a past stretching out behind you, full of memories and experiences and traumas and joys, and you've got a future ahead of you, full of plans and worries and hopes and fears, and you're standing in this little moment called the present, this razor's edge between past and future, trying desperately to get from here to there, from who you are now to who you want to become. But I'm going to tell you something that will sound crazy. The future never comes. Seriously, think about it. Has the future ever actually arrived? What actually arrives is always now, always this present moment. The future is a concept, an idea, a fantasy you're entertaining right now in the present. It's a thought in your head. That's all it is. And yet, how much of your life do you spend living in this fantasy? How much of your actual, real, immediate experience do you sacrifice for this imaginary future? You're always getting ready to live. You're preparing for the future, planning for tomorrow, worried about next week, anxious about next year, saving for retirement. You're sacrificing this moment, the only moment that actually exists, for a moment that never actually comes. It's insane when you really look at it. And the past is equally fictional, equally insubstantial. It's gone. It's dead and buried. It doesn't exist anymore except as a memory, as a thought you're having right now in the present. But you carry this past around like a great burden, like chains wrapped around you, don't you? You define yourself by it. You say, I am this type of person because of what happened to me. I can't do this because of what happened when I was a child. I always react this way because of that relationship I had. But that's a story, just a narrative, and you're telling that story right now, in the present, and you could tell a different story if you wanted to. The past only has power over you because you keep it alive. So here you are, sacrificing the only moment that actually exists, this one, right now, the eternal present, for two things that don't exist at all, a past that's gone forever and a future that never arrives. Can you see the madness in this? Can you see the absolute insanity of what we've all been doing? Can you see what you've been doing to yourself? You've been taught to ignore the only reality there is. You've been educated out of your senses, out of your immediate experience, out of the present moment, and into your head, into concepts and memories and fantasies and worries. You've been taught to live everywhere except where you actually are. Now this is where it gets truly dangerous, where I really start to upset the apple cart, because I'm going to tell you that you don't need to improve yourself. I can hear the gasps already. I can feel the resistance. What? Not improve? But that's the whole game, isn't it? That's what life is all about. Self-improvement, self-development, personal growth, becoming a better version of yourself. The whole culture is built around this idea. Bookstores have entire sections devoted to it. There are programs, therapy sessions, seminars, workshops, coaches, an entire industry designed to help you become something other than what you are. To fix what's broken, to improve what's lacking, but who is trying to improve whom? Stop and think about this for a moment. The ego is trying to improve the ego. The self is trying to fix the self. The I is trying to make me better. Don't you see the absurdity in this? It's like trying to lift yourself up by your own bootstraps. It's like your eye trying to see itself without a mirror. It's like a knife trying to cut itself. The very act of trying to improve yourself, of working on yourself, reinforces the illusion that there's something fundamentally wrong with you, that you're incomplete, that you're not enough as you are, that you need to become something other than what you are in this moment. But what if you're already whole? What if you've always been whole? What if you were born whole and complete, and the only thing that happened is that you were taught to believe you weren't? What if the problem isn't that you need to become something, but that you think you need to become something? What if the search itself is the problem? The seeker is what you're seeking. You are what you're looking for. And you've always been looking for yourself in all the wrong places. In achievements, in relationships, in possessions, in experiences, in other people's approval. But you're already here. You've always been here. And here's something that really disturbs people, something that makes them quite uncomfortable. There's no purpose to life. Life doesn't have a meaning in the sense that we usually think about meaning. You don't have a mission that was assigned to you by some cosmic authority. There's no grand plan for you to fulfill, no destiny you're supposed to live up to. Now, before you despair and fall into existential angst, understand what I'm actually saying here. I'm not saying life is meaningless in a nihilistic sense. I'm saying the meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple that we miss it completely. The meaning of music is the music itself. You don't listen to a symphony impatiently waiting for the final note, thinking, when will this be over so I can say I've heard it? That would be completely absurd. You would miss the entire point. The point of music is the music itself, moment to moment, note to note. And that's exactly what life is. Life is not a journey with a destination at the end. It's not about getting somewhere, achieving something, becoming someone. It's a dance, a play, a musical thing. And you are the music while the music lasts. You are the dance while the dancing continues. But we've been taught to treat life like a task, like a problem to be solved, like a job to be done, like a test we have to pass. We're always saying, I'll be happy when I graduate, when I get that job, when I get married, when I have children, when I get that promotion, when the kids leave home, when I retire, when I have enough money saved. Always postponing, always getting ready to live, never actually arriving. We're like donkeys chasing a carrot dangling in front of us, not realizing the carrot is attached to our own head. We never catch it because we're carrying it with us. Let me tell you about society's biggest lie, the conspiracy that nobody planned but everyone participates in. They need you to feel inadequate. Society needs you to feel like you're not enough. Because if you felt completely content right now, exactly as you are, with nothing added and nothing taken away, what would happen to the economy? What would happen to all the systems that depend on your dissatisfaction? You wouldn't buy anything you don't actually need. You wouldn't compete in the rat race. You wouldn't strive and struggle and sacrifice your present for an imaginary future. The entire economic and social system depends fundamentally on you feeling inadequate, feeling like you need more, need to be more, need to have more. Every advertisement is carefully designed to make you feel incomplete without their product. You're not attractive enough. Buy our cosmetics. You're not successful enough. Buy our car. You're not happy enough. Take our pills. Every social comparison tells you you're falling behind your neighbors, your colleagues, your friends. Everyone else seems to be doing better, having more, being more. Every news broadcast tells you the world is dangerous and threatening and you need protection, you need insurance, you need security systems. It's a massive cultural conspiracy, not planned by anyone but perpetuated by everyone, to keep you anxious, keep you consuming, keep you controllable, keep you in the game. And the dangerous thing is, once you see through this, once you really understand what's happening, you become ungovernable. You become a threat to the system because you're no longer playing along. You're no longer motivated by the usual carrots and sticks. You're no longer afraid of the things you're supposed to be afraid of. You're no longer wanting the things you're supposed to want. You become like sand in the gears of the machine. And this is why these ideas are dangerous. This is why they don't teach this in schools. This is why you won't find this perspective in mainstream culture. Because a population of people who understand their true nature would be impossible to control. Now let me tell you the most dangerous thing of all, the thing that terrifies people more than anything else. You can't die. Not the real you, not what you actually are. Oh yes, the body dies. Certainly. The body wears out, gets sick, breaks down, returns to dust.